What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to build muscle. So right now I'm on my way to work, so I'm going to do this as I'm driving, but let's jump right into it. So tip number 1, you have to be in a caloric surplus. This is very, very important. And if you're not in a surplus, if you're not eating enough calories throughout the day, and not just one day, every single day, you're not going to see progress. You're not going to gain weight. You're just going to sit there and scratch your head and just be like, man, I'm working really, really hard in the gym. I'm getting my sleep, but nothing's happening. You got to eat. And I promise you, a lot of you think you're eating enough to gain muscle and to gain weight, but I promise you, you're not. So what I want you to do is I want you to track your calories. So we're not going to jump into macros just yet. I want you to track your calories for one day and just see how many calories you're eating. And to find your maintenance level of how many calories you need just to maintain your current physique, your current body, I want you to multiply your weight times 14 and 16. And I want you to kind of play with those numbers. It's going to give you a little range, and that's going to be your maintenance level on how much calories you need just to maintain. So not build, but just maintain. And from there, I want you to add 250 to about 500 calories to start. So if you want to go ahead and jump to 500, go ahead and jump to 500. So find that number that you have for maintenance and add 500 calories to that, and that's going to put you in a surplus. And it's very, very important that you do that to build muscle, because if you're not eating enough calories, it's not going to matter what you're doing in the gym. It's not going to work. It's not going to matter. So make sure you're eating enough food, but make sure you're eating the right food. Make sure you're eating your lean protein, your complex carbs, your healthy fats. So for me, I always have like a cheat meal, and I may have maybe 1 or 2 a week, but that's not the majority of my diet. And everybody's different. Everybody can kind of get away with different things. For me, my metabolism is already pretty high, and I'm still young, so it works in my favor. But I mean, I don't go crazy. I don't ever have like a cheat like day. I have like a cheat meal, and like sometimes I may have like 2 bad meals in one day. Like, it's not gonna hurt me. 1 bad meal is not gonna hurt you, just like 1 good meal isn't gonna do good for you. So be smart. Moderation is key, and that brings me into tip number 2. So tip number 2 is lifting heavy. So you have to lift heavy. If you just go into the gym and you want to build muscle, but all you're doing is using machines and doing a little bit of cardio. Who does cardio, by the way? No, if that's all you're doing, I promise you're going to prolong how long it takes for you to build muscle. And muscle building itself is already a long process as it is. So by just using machines and not utilizing different movements that I'm going to get to in a second, it's just going to prolong your success in the gym. It's going to make it that much harder to get to where you want to be, which brings me to tip number 3, which is compound exercises. So compound exercises are just exercises that use multiple body parts all at once. So examples of compound exercises are going to be your squats, your deadlifts, your bench press, even your shoulder press, or standing barbell shoulder press. Like, all of those movements are great compound exercises that should be a staple in any exercise program that you do, especially if you want to build muscle. Those are non-negotiable. You got to have those in there. That's 3. So tip number 4. Tip number 4 is protein. And you got to make sure you're eating enough protein every single day in order to give your body what it needs to build muscle. And so the reason protein is so important is because it contains amino acids. And amino acids are like the building blocks of protein and the building blocks of building muscle in general. And you need that. So you have to have at least 1 gram to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. So for me, I'm 187 pounds right now. I need 187 grams of protein every single day. And I can go over that. So if I multiply my body weight times 1.2, so 187 times 1.2, so just for me, that's about 225 grams of protein. And that would be like my max. Anything more than that, and it's just inefficient, it's useless, it's like whatever, my body doesn't need all that. So easy way to find your protein is simple. If you want to keep it simple, just however much you weigh, You weigh 155 pounds, you need 155 grams of protein. Really simple. But if you want to get a little bit more, just multiply your body weight times 1.2 and you're good to go. So that brings me to my last final tip. Tip number 5, sleep. You have to get ample rest. You have to give your body time to recover and recoup. And this is when your body is growing. Your body doesn't grow whenever you're lifting weights. It doesn't grow when you're eating. Your belly might get a food baby, but your muscles don't grow when you're lifting and eating. Your muscles grow when you're sleeping. And the reason is because when you're sleeping, your body's at its most relaxed state that it can be. It's just totally relaxed. You're just loose. And 2 hours into sleep, that's when HGH starts to come around and build up everything that you damaged during your workouts. So HGH, human growth hormone, releases in your body 2 hours going into sleep. So every hour of sleep is crucial. You need as many as you can. So I recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep minimum. And that's going to give your body plenty of time to recoup and give your body plenty of time to repair all the damage you did to build it back up. Again, tip number 1, be in a caloric surplus. Tip number 2, lift heavy. Tip number 3, compound exercises. Tip number 4, make sure you're getting enough protein. Protein is really important. And tip number 5, which is one of the most important, which is why I left it for last, it's sleep. Because you need to give your body time to recover. So those are my 5 tips on how to build muscle more efficiently. This isn't no quick fix. This isn't how to build muscle fast. This is how you build muscle in general. But if I could give you one last tip, it's just patience. You have to be patient with this journey. It takes a long time to get to where you want to get to. But if it's something that you really want, it's something that you want to strive for, and it's something that you make sacrifices for, you will get there. You just have to be patient. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for always tuning in. So if you enjoyed the video, please share it with all your friends and family. That would really mean a lot to me. And don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. That also helps me tremendously, especially on YouTube. Just getting my video more out there to more people and to more eyes. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Follow me on all my social media. Will be also in the description box. And I'll talk to you guys later. So peace.